Hello? What the fuck? Dude, why are they playing with me right now? I literally was given a whole introduction to what's going on, and for some reason, OBS just automatically reverted my default settings. Okay, is bro new to streaming? I have sound. Welcome everybody. So look, I'm gonna re-give the introduction that I just gave. But to ensure that that doesn't happen again, let me get my monitoring system going. By monitoring system, I just mean second phone viewership. All right, y'all get settled in for a second. I got some very important news. This is gonna be a very different stream, and then we'll just go from there. We'll go from there. First things first, how is everyone doing today? All right, before I get to yapping, it's important that I check in on the people that check in on me. All right, there should be zero desktop audio. Is there an echo? God is great. That's all you can ask for. Yo, bro, I got a question. Is it weird to be protected? Protected in what sense? In what sense, my friend? What do you mean? Protected has a lot of different variations.
We want a music video.
Test, test, test. All right, I sound fine. Oh, I think this is my monitoring system, and I think that's why. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to hear myself back. Hello, hello, hello. Oh yeah, yeah. I had an echo. Yeah, no echo, bro. I don't wanna. The echo wasn't bothering y'all. There was just an echo for the longest, y'all. Ain't... No, not at all. I mean, as a man, your masculine imperative is going to be protective. Is going to be protective over the things that you perceive as yours. If you own your dog, you're going to be protective over your dog. If you love your cousin and you feel like that's family, it's your family. You're going to be protective over your family. That's normal. As a man, you are a protector. That's what you do. That's your role in society. Protect the things that you value. Don't let nobody tell you that being protective is bad. It's not true. Okay, let me give my introduction um to what this is and what's happening. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ideal Thinking, okay? Welcome. I'm trying to remember what I said the first time, but I'm going to just go off script and I'm going to just go from the heart. Listen, you know me, okay? I'm Schmack. Y'all know me. I've been doing this content stuff for a minute. I think it is approaching 2 years since I've been doing streaming consistently. Now I have been doing a lot of pondering on what type of content that I want to produce. I have been jumping around from different content. I've been jumping around different business models as a person. I was selling insurance for a time. Content creation is a business in and of itself. I was doing door-to-door sales, and now I have landed in the clothing brand industry. All right. I am building a solo brand by myself. All right. Everything that is put into my brand is done by me alone. Okay. I have some connections, I have some communities that I'm a part of that can lead me down the right direction. But at the end of the day, everything that I'm doing for my brand is done by me, myself. Okay. And with that being said, I've done a lot of content as far as podcasts, as far as gaming. I've done a lot of content with me just chatting, but I've came to the conclusion that one of the assets that I hold in my life is being a streamer. Okay, and I still enjoy streaming, and I feel like streaming is something that could definitely be catered to reach the goals that I want to reach. So, by introducing Ideal Thinking as a series, I'm going to be walking you guys through how I'm creating this brand and what it is that I'm actually doing to teach myself certain things to progress in my brand. In a sense, in the future, hoping this all goes right, someone could rewatch this series and follow the steps and curate their own brand to reach the success that I will inevitably reach in the future. All right, this is coming from somebody who has zero experience in the clothing brand industry, zero experience doing graphic design or anything of that sort. But one thing that I have under my belt is dedication, discipline, and determination. Okay? I feel as if you dedicate enough vigor and enough energy into a task, you can complete it, because I am that type of person that believes in myself and can achieve certain things with sheer willpower. All right. Graphic designing was told to me that the only way to get a good graphic design is pay someone that already knows how to graphic design. As someone who has zero experience graphic designing, recently, maybe 2 3 days ago, I sat down on my computer for 3 hours and taught myself how to graphic design. All right, I am not an expert, but I have learned a little something. Okay, and in the process of me learning that, I came to the conclusion that if this is something that I share with people, this can really benefit a lot of people in the future or even now. All right. So I'm doing this sheerly to document the process and show you guys how I'm doing it. I'm not an expert and I don't necessarily know what the future entails for my brand, but I know that if I dedicate myself every day and work hard, inevitably I will reach the levels that I want to reach. All right. So, with that being said, let me throw this link on Instagram to let my peoples know what's up. All right. And after that, we're going to continue with the process. So I actually have a sketch that I made by hand that I'm going to be using today to graphic design. Now, I previously had a sketch that I'll show you that I completed a couple days ago. And with that being said, what state am I from? I was born in Illinois, but I'm living in Indiana right now. All right. All right. Throwing this link up. I'm such a real nigga. Like, this shit is unfathomable. That boy hopped up on the internet and said, "Hey, I'm about to teach myself how to do this shit." Is what it is. Everyday task, you know? Like, that shit nothing. Fuck it. Shit. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. I don't even care if I mess up. What? Let's get it. All right. So, for y'all, because look, I don't want to get caught up in the idea that I'm making content. if that makes sense. Because when I work off camera, I'm diligent and I'm focused. All right, I don't talk. I be sitting in my room for hours on end working. Now I be having like jazz in the back, or I have like rain in the back, or I just have regular music. It don't always gotta be something super specific like that. But in this stream, like this is my first time doing something like this, so I can't even tell you like if I'm finna sit here and be overly talkative, cause I'm finna just be locked in working, and my process is just simply gonna just be documented, you know. But I mean, I definitely be talking about what it is that I'm doing, but the whole point is I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. That's the whole point, you know. If someone like punches my dog or cousins, what should I do? Should I handle business or should I tell an adult? Jonathan, how old are you, buddy? How old are you, buddy? You asking me some very specific questions. What's going on in your life, man? No bullshit. What's going? Who punched your dog, bro? What the fuck? Or are these hypotheticals? I'm just going with the flow. All right, straight like that. Cause what else can you do, bro? Elon Musk didn't know how to make Tesla. He just made that bitch. The world is literally made by people who are no smarter than you, bro. They just sat down and bunkered down and learned something. You know what I'm saying? So that way I could, and doing this is low key so dope because I could still progress in my brand, but I'm with y'all now. You know what I'm saying? I sat down and wrote on a piece of paper all of my assets. All right, what are my assets? I got a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? I got determination. I'm strong. I'm brave. What do I have? And then I'm like, I got a streaming setup. Not a lot of people have that. That's an asset. You know, mix that in with the content. Is this great marketing? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so look, I'm gonna show y'all first physical, and then we're gonna get into the computer shit. All right, we gonna get into the computer shit after. Um, yeah, we gonna get into the computer shit after. All right, so look, first thing first, y'all. This sketch. Okay, actually, now before I show you this, I'm gonna show you this. This sketch right here, I made when I was 15. Alright, I made this sketch when I was 15. I was in class and the teacher was talking and I just drew something. Alright, I drew it and I was really proud of myself. And for a long time, I just sat on it. Alright, I just sat on it knowing that this could be something that I would wear on clothes. But I really didn't have the discipline to make a clothing brand at the time. I attempted to, but the first roadblock I ran into, I quit because I just didn't have a mental fortitude at that time to prosper with the brand. All right, so coming back to it, fast forward, now 19, I looked at it and I'm like, bro, this is still dope. Like, you know, you would come back to something and be like, damn, I don't know if I'll wear this. I definitely rock this on the shirt for the type of person I am. So I revised it. I drew it again. All right, but the difference was instead of like a weird, you know what? Let me hop on a computer and get professional with this, cause the sketches is dope. But let's actually get to the nitty gritty and let's actually start moving along the process. Cause I know I'm handsome and shit, but it's like y'all niggas don't look at me and shit. Let's get straight to the business. All right, no bullshit. I got my notebook here. I take all my notes. I got so many different business notes in here, bro. I got Primerica notes in here, bro. Content notes in here. Clothing notes. Yada yada yada. I'm a cool guy. Duh. All right, come on, let's get it though. Let's get it. All right, let's hop on the computer. Let's hop on the computer, family. So, first thing first, we're gonna switch to here. Yeah. All right, bet. First thing first. All right, let me make sure I'm still audioable. Y'all can still hear me. Everything smooth. I can continue. I stopped sending people to my link in bio last week, and my sales. Shit, I still do that. Go click the link in the bio. Fuck what she talking about. Bro. Okay, I can hear myself smooth. All right, y'all, let's progress. All right, this is my drive folder for ideal thinking. All right, I got here my sketches. Yeah, so this is basically what I was showing y'all on the paper. So I revised this from the version when I was 15, and instead of that little guy with like little strokes of hair, I pretty much drew like a lady. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody likes women. You know what I'm saying? Girls like women, men like women. So you'd be more inclined to buy a shirt with a lady on it. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, little weird, diary of a wimpy kid type version, type shit, type character. So we go back, right? I ended up graphic designing this. I cannot stress this enough. Bro, I taught myself how to do this shit. I swear to God. All you have to do is sit down. I'm gonna try to do something real quick. I hope they don't get mad at me for it though. I'm in a community. I'm in a community right now. And I'm finna plug my content in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I hope they don't tweet. Fuck it though. I ain't gonna lie, it is what it is. Is this Urban Unity? Hell yeah, I ain't gonna get no context. Hell yeah. Brody. Alright, but let's get back to it. So, back to what I was saying. I literally taught myself how to do this, family. In 3 hours. In 3 hours, bro. In 3 hours, bro. Alright. This shit was not that hard, bro. Like, seriously. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, everybody in my community was pretty much telling me, like, bro, pay for a graphic designer. I don't really know what graphic designers charge, and I'm all for making an investment on something that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But something like this, bro, graphic designing, I'm a creative guy. You know what I'm saying? And I have faith that Jay, I see your message cause you throw it enough for me, bro. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, so it's like I'm a creative guy. So it was more of an ego type of thing. I'd say like I definitely can learn this myself, and I don't necessarily need to pay nobody for it. Cause I want all of my what's good, Some King? How you doing? I want all of my sketches to be drawn by me. I want this brand to be as hands-on as possible. Cause I feel like that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? It's hands-on. I'm the one working. I'm the one making the clothing brand malleable. I'm doing well, bro. I'm just trying to educate right now, as I usually do. But yeah, so this is what I created. I ain't gonna lie, I overly got in my bag. All right, like with this girl right here took 90% of the time to create versus this entire sketch. All right, I had to get very intricate with the design of this girl, because this is what's gonna actually be on the clothes. Like you could see by the feet, by the hands. You can't make the feet look too masculine because this is a lady and this is gonna be on clothes, and it really has to have that appeal. But at the same time, I really don't want my brand to be overly sexualized in no way. This was gonna be a dress at first. This was gonna be like a body like dress or a skirt or whatever. But I ended up just making it like a little two-piece type deal. I don't think it really made a difference, but I just really fuck with the design. So today's task, is basically going to be redoing what I did the first time. Okay, I love your videos. God bless you, and God bless you too, bro. I appreciate it. Low key fire art. Also, Schmack, I'm home if you want to run some. Once this work gets completed, then we can have fun. All right, this is work. So this has to be locked in, and this has to be conquered first before I go play the fucking video game. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all. Notice this sketch is called Brain Food, and this is my broke bulb design. All of my sketches in art, I want to have a light bulb type of deal incorporated into it because it is called ideal thinking. When you think, light bulbs come to your head. I want this brand to be revolving around analysis, foresight, surreal designs, etc. So in chat, when you look at this design, tell me what you think. What do you think of when you look at this design? Not even the quality of the art, but simply just what does this design make you feel? Okay? There are no correct answers. It is simply just what do you think of when you see this? All right, I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds and then I'm going to break down what I derive from this design because obviously I'm the one that drew it. Okay? And honestly, y'all can answer the same question with this. What does this design say to you? Is this something that you would see yourself wearing? Like, I want real feedback. Y'all are my content family, so I respect you guys' intuition and I respect your opinions. And I want you all to be brutally honest with me. If you think it's shit, let me know it's shit. I won't listen to you, but just let me know it's shit. You know, you might motivate me. Yo, Schmack, I got to go. PS, I turned 15. Hey, happy birthday, my guy. Happy birthday. But this type of design right here, right? What I derive from it is basically having a loss of potential. As you can see here, there's a picture of him when he graduated. Okay, graduated from high school, college, whatever you want to say. Some people say that could be like his son or something. That could be something that's interpreted from it. But for whatever reason, now the light bulb is broken. Okay, he's broken now for whatever reason, and you see that he's fallen victim to vices, and everything around him is pretty much going to shit. His couch is raggedy and busted, flies all around the light bulb. It's probably only one light illuminating that room. Ripped walls. The nail that's holding up this poster is cracked. Everything. His life is just going very badly because he's not taking control of his situation. So what I derive from this is just having a lack of potential, not living up to your greatest self, and you pretty much let whatever life threw at you break you down. And the whole ideal, see what I did there? The whole ideal of the brand is empowerment and being your best self. You know, this is a light bulb. You know what I'm saying? He had the power to light up an entire room, but for whatever reason, now he's cracked and now he's pretty much given up. He definitely could have fixed this situation, but he's not. Okay, and that's on him, and he got to figure out what he needs to do. So yada yada yada. That's just what I got creating it. What's the idea with this? I mean, having an idea, pretty girl, I don't know. This one I wouldn't say is as intricate as I would say this is. So let's get straight into it. With the graphic design. All right. One thing I will do though is I'm gonna throw on like some background. I ain't gonna lie, I really like this visual. This visual of okay. Will I get copyrighted? Maybe. Let me look up specifically. None. Something smooth to play in the background because I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to be talking this whole time. Okay? Because I'm going to be locked in working. So if y'all could just. Whoa. If y'all could zone out with me. Yeah, this is a little more relaxing. I ain't gonna lie, fuck with it. Y'all seeing a whole different side of me, bro. No bad nigga listening to jazz. What the fuck? Schmack a crazy man. Alright, no bullshit. Alright, let's get it. So, now that we're here, let me see what y'all typing up. Let me see what y'all got going on in chat real quick. Make sure it ain't copyright. Yeah, you already know, bro. You already know I'm on that. Lower this just tad. Yo. Hey Jay, let me know how loud is this? Is the jazz like hella loud or is it just like it's smooth, it's manageable? You know? Sounds good. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, family. Thank you, family. All right, y'all. Give myself a few extra seconds of procrastination before I lock in for the next couple hours. Why not? Why are you calling me mud? Why is there two? Okay, this is what I was looking for. Could turn that bitch down just a tad bit. My question is, why is there two? Okay, so I don't want this here. I don't like there being two. My OCD doesn't accept it. I'm about to do something and I hope it doesn't mess it up. Or I could be patient and just wait. Fuck it, I ain't scared of nothing. Wait, what is... So this is an HEIC file. So I would assume if I... Bro, I still don't know how to completely use this. Oh, I could just delete it from here, correct? Fuck. Okay, let me see something one more time, y'all. Shit like this is really not important. Like this is a prime example. I was actually talking to a gentleman about this, bro. One of my mentors. Like he advised setting 15-minute timers while you're working to actually be thoughtful about what you're doing while working. Like me getting on the fact that I have OCD trying to delete a double document is a waste of my time, theoretically. Like this isn't really that important, you know? Ooh, I found out how to do it. I'm that nigga. Let's get it. All right, bet. It isn't that important, but I found out how to do it, so I'm that nigga. Okay, so everything up until this point. All right, if y'all got any questions for me in chat, let me know. Whenever you draw, do you take the time to picture an idea in your head, or do you just draw some random and hope it works out? No, I always envision something first. I actually don't really draw as much as I used to when I was younger, which was kind of unfortunate because I used to love drawing. But yeah, I used to love drawing. But I feel like you always kind of have to have a creative direction. Like I knew that I wanted to incorporate something related to a light bulb before I started drawing. You know what I'm saying? So there had to be some type of direction. There had to be some type of direction. Okay, hold on. Alright, I kind of gotta unlock some of this shit. Okay. Five. Okay, I thought it was 7. That's not 5. I gotta get back in my flow, so 5, there we go. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like the fact that this is like kind of scratched on there instead of just a straight line. Nah, I'm straight lining it. I'm straight lining it, bro. I'm straight lining it. Nah, I'm definitely scratching it up. I'm scratching it up, bro. Yo, is that character a light bulb? Yeah, you're a light bulb, bro. Look at him, bro. What the fuck? The fuck, dude? Ooh, that's kind of dope. I fuck with that. I don't hate that, but I also don't like how it goes into just one. What if I hit one of these or something? You know? Yeah, that's the look I'm going for. Yes, sir. I'm gonna damn near just leave it like that. Okay, so we've come to the conclusion that we're gonna do multiple ripples. Alright. Multiple ripples is where it's at. Multiple ripples is for sure where it's at. Let me sit my ass back, get comfortable a little bit. I just peeped that. I'm glad you noticed, bro. I'd rather you notice late than not at all, you feel me? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I don't hate that. I don't hate the squiggly lines. Like for some eyebrows, I don't hate that. I don't hate it. I really wonder if I'm gonna look back at my chat and they gonna get on me about that self-promo. Come on now, bro, you don't wanna see us win? What the fuck? Talking about what the fuck. It's funny as hell. Also, yeah, I've been bulking at the gym. Shit, if you could call it bulking. I've been trying to gain some weight, bro. And I be feeling like I be eating enough, but I'm realizing that I'm not bulking hard enough. So I've been setting 3-hour timers to ensure myself that I eat the right quantity of food every day. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a timer that's probably finna go off in like 52 minutes. So that's like a good hour of content. So I'm probably gonna pause stream. I'm probably gonna pause stream when it go off. Go bang me some food real quick, and then I'll be back. I ain't gonna end stream because I know that I'm not gonna be done with this in an hour. So I'm gonna just come back, pick up where I left off, you know. And I gotta hit the gym today. Fuck. Bro, I swear, bro, it's only so much time in a day. You can't do everything in one day. Somebody like me, at least. I know it's a lot of people out there that just be bored all day. I don't understand, and I can't fathom the idea of being bored. Like, when I was younger, I got bored. But, bro, it's like impossible for me to get bored nowadays. Because it's always a mountain to climb, bro. It's always something to do. So it's like the fact that I'm getting bored, the fact that I could sit here and say, okay, I'm bored, that means I'm just not getting enough work done, bro. And then it's like, okay, if I find myself being bored, I just gotta bunker down and create something or do something, you know? And I ain't gonna lie, like this clothing brand game, I've realized that this is a game that requires social media. So speaking of being bored, for a really long time, I had Instagram and all the doom scroll apps offloaded off my phone because it was taking up a lot of my time and I was more productive without it. But since I'm choosing this business model of a clothing brand, I've come to the conclusion that you kind of need social medias in this day and age to really market yourself and get what you're doing out there. So I've been forced to re-download my apps, right? But the fact that I went such a long time without them, it's like I don't really be getting caught in the same traps that I was getting caught in the first time with the doom scrolling for hours, you know what I'm saying? Because I pretty much desensitized myself to that. I ain't gonna lie, Instagram is funny as hell. Like, I know that, look, bro, I don't know if y'all like me, but when I was on Instagram, you definitely see funny stuff. But before I deleted it, Instagram couldn't really make me laugh like that. But I will say, like, taking that little time off, coming back to Instagram, it felt like everything was fucking hilarious. But, that's the trap, though, bro. You see one funny thing, and now you own that for hours. You feel me? So you just gotta be smart about what you're doing with your time, you know? No bullshit. Ooh, y'all messages. What y'all? I like drawing things like katanas and stuff. To this day, I still don't know how to draw people / characters. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I never was really I've always been a drawer, but I always was a character drawer. You know, I didn't really make a lot of original characters. I did, but if you caught me drawing, like, I was usually drawing like Batman, Spider-Man, Omni-Man, Homelander. That's kind of newer. So I was drawing that toward like my senior year. I think it was my senior year. But I always was just drawing like superheroes and stuff. Cause that's just what I find cool, you know. You gonna draw what you find cool. And I mean, of course, superheroes and certain animated characters or fictional characters, they use weapons. So I was drawing weapons when I would draw them, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, this design as well I made when I was like, I think I was like 15 too. 15, 16. So after I get done with this, I'm gonna be tasked with making another design at this age, you know, seeing if I still got it. So of course I do, because I'm me. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, that's gonna be a new task. Create something, incorporate the light bulb. So then I'm gonna have to sit down and envision something in my head. But I low-key have like a slick method on how I plan on creating stuff. Like, I got a visual reference board for like ideas that look cool to me. So when you create something, you never want to just straight go from zero. You know what I'm saying? What's that word, bro? What's that word? Hey, wait, you think they finna get on me for self-promoing? Or I'm safe? What you think, bro? They finna get on my ass. Smack your band. I'm gonna be like, what? No. Yo ass banned, bro. Okay, hold on. Hey, wait, you seeing the process live on how I do this, bro? I'm telling you. Shit, not bad. Hell nah, bro. Everyone promote that shit in there. That's what it's for. Alright, bet, say less. Alright, bet. So if I get booked, I'm snitching. I'm like, wait, he said I could do it. Hey, bro, you said I could do it, bro. That's funny as hell. They would be like, all right, bet, both of y'all niggas kirk. Brody cooking up for sure. I see the skill coming in. I ain't gonna lie, it's really the sketch. The sketch is what's saving me, because this is just tracing. You gotta get intricate when you start drawing, though. Because that's when you gotta lock in. What's good, Kai? What's good, King Kai? I'm throwing him under the bridge. I said bridge. Yeah, fuck it. We ain't going under the bridge. Why not? Why not, bro? Talking about not even the bus. He going under the bridge. Damn. What you do to go under the bridge, bro? Alright. Alright, lock in. Super genius artist smack in the building, gang. Also, I don't know if anybody in here is curious, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm banking on the fact that this video is gonna be watched by somebody trying to start a clothing brand years from now. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm using Affinity by Canva. Alright, free editing software. Super dope. Alright, and I'm already an Affinity user. I use Affinity for all of my thumbnails. Yeah, this is Affinity, bro. This is Affinity. Affinity is very smooth. I rock with Affinity a lot. I ain't gonna lie, like I almost bought Adobe back in the day, like when I first started my content journey, when I was looking for editing software, but I ended up rocking out with CapCut. I used the other, I was always, bro, the thing is, bro, like, cause I look at everything from a professional business standpoint, bro. If you're a businessman, you always want to try to start your ideas as cheaply as possible. There is no sense in trying to outsource hundreds of dollars before you're even bringing bank in. So with that mindset, I never was going to subscribe to paying a monthly subscription for editing software when I wasn't even an established creator. And using that same logic, I'm going the same route when it comes to graphic design. Alright, I'm not gonna pay you just because I don't know. I mean, now there are certain business models that, okay, you probably just gotta pay somebody for their expertise. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't really one of them, for real. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I definitely can make some shit shake with this. You know? So I basically want this area, these three areas, and then this line to be like a lighter version of what the base color for the body is going to be. Now the question is, do I want to do a black line to signify the shading, or do I just want to do a different color and just merge them? I'm doing black line, bruh. It's getting too complicated. Boy, we knocking this shit out, boy. I swear to God, we knocking this out. All right, hold on. iDeal thinking juice in his hand? Nah, bro, that's just beer, gang. That nigga drinking some goddamn Jack Daniel. That boy drinking some goddamn Jack Danny. No bullshit. His ass going through it. Talking about juice. Jay, you're such a sweetie pie. Is that juice? Yeah, it's juice, bro. That's low-key too long. That's decent. Yeah, 3 clean. Talking about his walk. Bro sipping blood. Don't do drugs, kids. It's not cool. Drugs are for nerds. You don't want to be a nerd, right? Imagine being a nerd and a drug addict, bro. Your life sucks. Damn, that bit overcurved. Fuck it. Hey y'all, how y'all feeling about the content? How y'all feeling about? Okay, hold on, no. So this either has to be the same length all the way down. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting a whole bunch of buzzies. Aren't we all adults? Yo ass not an adult, bro. Your ass is a fucking baby, bro. Hold on. Damn, it's a gnat in my room. He gotta die now. Nah, he gone. Stay focused. So look, this either has to be same length all the way down, gets shorter, or it gets longer is ugly. Same length is ugly too. So you know what must be done. Alright, so so I connected it like right here. So if I go straight down, chop it up like right there. Yeah, that's real sexy. That's decent. Yeah, that's over decent. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what. I just got a message. You pulling up to a call later? No, I ain't even gonna lie. Only time you will catch me missing a call is if I'm in the process of working. If I'm working, then I'm not going to a call. But if I'm just living life, doing some shit, then I got time for a call. You already know. Yeah, your ass is like a baby man, bro. I'm legally 18. See, that's how I know you're a little nigga. You know, being a mature adult does not base off your legal age. It's how your mind works. How sophisticated are you, you know? No bullshit. Hold on, let me shoot this text real quick. All right, let me get back to the grind. There gotta be like a limit on how many text messages I answer, bro. I gotta put this is why you gotta put your phone on D&D. I should be unaccessible while I'm working. If you wanna talk to me, join my stream type shit. Bitch ass bug. Did I miss him? If I missed him, I'm a loser. There's no way he was just right in front of my desk. Not important. Focus. I don't act the same when I'm off the game. It's all good, bro. At the end of the day, Jay, who am I to tell you if you grown or not? You know what I'm saying? I could definitely give you insight based off what I view is an adult. But I'm a man just like you a man. You know what I'm saying? I do crack a lot of jokes with you, but I will say, like, there are certain things that you just have to experience, you know, that everyone experiences in life. All right, but depending on how your life circumstances were set for you will really depend on how soon you encounter said experiences, you know. Some people mature faster because they were put in a position where they had to, you know. Some people mature later in life based off of the responsibilities that they take on, you know. But I will say, You pay for what you don't know as a man. All right? You need to be very knowledgeable and have vast, extensive. No, let me not even say vast, extensive. Let me just say it's important to know a little about a lot, you know? Because you want to make yourself valuable in all the different realms of life. You know, you want to make yourself valuable in relationships, you know, being able to like educate your woman, tell her things, makes you seem smart. Want to be able to, you know, talk to a manager or a boss a certain type of way because you know your shit. You know, it's never gonna hurt you to know more. You feel me? And the only way to learn more is two ways. Just live life and have life throw you certain obstacles where you're forced to learn one way or another. Some people have to get hit with the same obstacle a couple different times until they learn. Or seek the information early, you know? Like you can seek information, let's say like relationships. You can seek certain information on relationships, on just how to be a good man, you know, look up to people who you see as role models and get certain ideas about the type of person you want to be early, so that when you do get in relationships and you do advance through the world, you already have like searched for the info versus having to like fail in a relationship and learn it that way. You know, of course, learning from your own mistakes is going to be one of the best teachers. But I'd argue that learning from people who have already done what you're trying to do or went through a similar problem will be another objectively good way to learn a skill, you know? Like money, like clothing brand. Prime example of clothing brand. I'm in a community with clothing brand owners. All right, it's people making a lot of money, and it's people in there not making a lot of money with their clothing brands, you know? And in the community, the reason that I'm in the community is because I feel as if it's a smart move to learn from people who have already done what I'm trying to do versus having to figure it all out for myself. Now, of course, figuring out for myself isn't a problem. If you're the type of person who can dedicate yourself to a task, it's not a problem. But you save yourself a lot of time and energy by saying, okay, let me be a student and learn from these people who know a little bit more than me, because they can steer you in the right direction. And you're learning from people who have already made the mistakes in clothing brands. You feel me? Whoa. No, I don't like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Damn, bro, told Marsh she not missing none in this trade call today. Told Marsh she not missing none. Today wasn't Marsh's call. Today what? It's trade call. Like, bro, you gotta remember, I only been here for like a week. I really don't remember a lot of the, like, who is who. Like, today was it today? Wait, no, it was yesterday. Yesterday was like my second Cali G class. And I damn near, because I remember the first Cali G class, I got a lot out of it. But I was like in the weight room before the meeting had started. Or I was late, I don't remember. But I was just like, I was trying to remember who Cali G was. Which one of the professors was. Because I remember all of them pretty much had a lot of cool shit to say, pretty much. Is this a straight line? Yeah, that should be a straight line. Okay. I like the fact that there's like lines in it. Okay, so I was gonna make these circular pieces black, But now I'm gonna make it a different color and like emphasize that this black line right here, make it seem like he's stretching a little bit or like it's just, I like that better. I love that I picked a business model that allows me to be creative again. That Nat gonna get it, boy. Because yeah, I really like drawing. Drawing is fun. A lot of the time work isn't fun, it's just like work, doing what you have to do. But this is also fun, and it's still work, Nice. I wasn't sure if it was still when you connected. I don't act the same when I'm off the game. Didn't I read that already? I did read that already. That means I skipped bro chat before. My bad. Okay, cool. It's up to date. Oh shit. That's not good. I need to emphasize that this is like a joint. So I need to go in just a tad and then come out that bit. How that look? Yeah, it's fine. Who gives a fuck, bro? You know? Who all in chat right now? I'm seeing some people lurking by them views. If you want to be introverted, that's cool too, though. What's up, bro? Appreciate you thugging with me. That's what's up, bro. Ooh, don't forget about that. Okay, it's 3. Boom. Let me go up just a little bit. There you go. God damn. I like that. Just leave it how it is. All of the shading and stuff like that, I'm gonna get into that later. Man, this shit's strenuous. It's not strenuous. Let me not speak that into existence. This shit easy as fuck. It's just time consuming. I ain't gonna lie though, like, you could look at it 2 different ways. Alright. Not wanting to pay a graphic designer can be seen as pure stubbornness. Well, no. Well, I mean, yeah. But I mean, if you want a more hands-on clothing brand and you simply just want to create the shit yourself, like I feel like that's cool too, you know. But also though, I don't look at nobody different for using graphic designers because this shit would save you a lot of time. And if you have the capital to do so, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The fact that you texting me on IG, I assume that you're not in my stream. And if you're not in my stream, I ain't finna like keep stopping, bro, because I'm locked in right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'd love to answer a question if you on stream. Let me shoot him a text. Actually, nah. I was gonna say I could just let him know, hey, if you got questions, come to my stream. But no. That nigga see I'm on stream. If he really curious, he could pull up. But yeah, basically the conversation was about like starting brands up for cheap. I ain't gonna lie, like it's an interesting subject because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I am the guru of clothing brands. I'm really not. I just like to try shit and I like to use like my discipline to kind of just manpower through shit. Like I don't really know what to do, but I also feel like as a functioning human being, you kind of know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what to do, but if you were tasked with starting a clothing brand, it has to be successful by the end of the year, otherwise like you die or something. I feel like even if you had no experience, you will figure something out because you innately know what to do. Firstly, okay, you gotta draw something. If you don't know how to draw, pay someone to draw. Then you gotta make a sketch. Then you gotta make a graphic design. Like that's all common knowledge shit. So he kind of was running into the conundrum where he had to pay like X amount of capital to get some varsity jackets. And it's always a smarter, cheaper way, bro. You might have to allocate more time because time and money are interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? If you pay somebody to do something, you effectively stole their time from them in return for payment. You know, people will willingly sacrifice their life energy for some money. That's why you go work your 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You'll give them your time in exchange for a paycheck. So you might just have to switch it out depending on, you know, what goal you're trying to achieve. You might have to allocate a little bit more time to learn something so you could save $1, or you could spend some money. Got him. This fucking bitch crawling around my fucking room. Fuck is wrong with you, bro? Nasty ass bug. Fucking lower species. Alright, my bad. Excuse me. Imagine being born a bug. I ain't gonna lie, speaking of bugs, bro, the other day I seen a spider catch a bug and start wrapping his ass up. That shit was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie, that shit was actually wild. And it's like I got up real close with him, like with my camera flashlight. And and he wasn't scared. Like usually a bug or like if you ever walked up to a spider in a spider web, depending on what kind of spider it is, some spiders be gangsters and they don't give a fuck. And they'll just sit there and look at your ass. But there are some spiders where like you go up close or you make like a loud noise and they run inside like their little tunnel or whatever. And it was one of those spiders. But he was on his mafia boss shit. He didn't give a damn if I got close. I came up with my flashlight trying to see what he was doing. He just kept working. Kept wrapping bro up with his booty. I was like, damn. It's crazy. True story. There's another one? Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah, sir. This shit making me look like a nasty nigga. Hell nah. This shit coming out beautifully. God damn, little shouty. I could do a little better with these shoes. Watch what I'm finna do here. This shit finna blow your mind. Boom. Finna wrap it around his whole ankle, right? Hit one of these. Nope, I'm gonna start from here. Then I'm gonna overlap it just a little bit. How that look? Yeah, that's way better. Yeah, that's way better. Same deal. What happens if I do the same thing on each side though? What that look like? That don't look terrible. That don't look terrible at all. Alright, I'm gonna leave that as is and do that on this one. But I'm gonna leave the little piece off for this one. No bullshit. How we end up talking about arachnids, man. Cause I'm good at speaking, bro. I could just be in here talking about shit. Look at you thinking you smart talking about arachnid. You could have just said spider. Some king think he illiterate, my bad. Some king think he is literate. You still a dickhead, and you suck at MK. I can't wait till I'm done so I can whoop you, bro. I'm gonna have such a good night. Just do a long ass line. Come on now. Don't make that bitch any longer than it needs to. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, this damn near like a Mickey Mouse character or something, like with the gloves. That's kind of what I was going for, like some Super Mario shit. I don't even know. It's dope though. You ain't beating me. Am I making it a video? You asking me? You should be asking yourself that. Do I want to record this L? Is that wise of me? Will this put me in the best position in life to record this video against Godly Schmack? The Schmackatron? The Schmakin' Cheese? The Schmakin' Egg and Cheese? You know? Okay, these shoes could get shown a little more love also though. Hold on, let me see something. Instead of just running through this bitch like this, let me hit it. What do I want to look up? Ooh, this is cool. What am I looking up? Before y'all ask why it's all this booty and shit. Ooh, that's cool. Is that a Nissa? Oh, that's not a Nissa. I thought that was Invincible. I had to create that girl that was sitting on top of the brain food image. Okay, hold on. Looney Tunes boot. Hold on. All right. This is not at all what I'm looking for. Brody. I probably could just look up Mickey Mouse though. Okay, this is kind of what I'm looking for. Like to see how accurate what I'm creating is compared to, you know. I'm not going for Mickey Mouse specifically though, that's the thing. That's good enough, bro. I don't really need this shit. Alright. What he said? I see ass, mad ass. Chill, bro. I had to lock in with my art, bro. I'm a professional. I do what it takes, bro. If it takes me having a questionable search history to get a perfect design down, then hey, shit, I'm doing what it takes, bro. What'd he say? Hey, you think you was a funny nigga, bro? Not even. Not even. I'm not you, boss. I'll never go down that route. Does that look good? Yeah, that does look good as hell. See, just one line can literally shape the whole design. Now, let me do this. Let me see how this looks. What if I shorten that bitch to like 3? And I simply just hit him with that shit. Yeah, that make it look so much cooler and so much more in depth. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really finna lock the fuck in a second with these lines. But the lines come afterward. You low-key gotta just make the design first and then spin back with and then just spin back with all like yo specific designs and critiques. I kind of want to put a line right here, but I don't. Let me see how that'll look. Yeah. Nah, I don't like that. Yeah, just leave it as is. Come on, man. Willpower, bro. Nigga talking about willpower. Stupid ass. Just get it, bro. Do I need some better music than jazz? No, that's gonna have to do. I can't play nothing that I really want to play because everything copyrighted. Damn, if I wasn't on a stream, I'd definitely be listening to this album. Rilo Rodriguez album. Wait, hold on. So that bitch made a sharp line, so I can't have that bitch go straight line, then that shit. What's good, bro?
Yo, I saw you fucking call, but dude, I got so fucked at work today. I'm leaving work right now.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. Hey, just to let you know, I am on stream. What's up with the gym later, bro? You been dodging.
Dude, no fucking way I'm at the gym today.
Damn, work fucked you up that bad.
Dude, I'm not even I'm going home and drinking.
Bro, your ass gonna have like the fucking drunk dad by the time you 25.
That's fine, bro, as long as I got a fucking beer in my hand or something.
Bro, beer is so nasty. I don't know how you do that shit.
Dude, some friends of mine put me on some other drinks, and I've low-key been taking that shit down more than beer.
What was it?
Fucking Good Boys.
Your ass been drinking Good Boys, bro.
Yeah, bro, them shits are brilliant. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
Talking about brilliant. What makes it brilliant? What's in a Good Boy that makes it brilliant?
Man, that shit flies down your throat when you're shotgunning.
Hey, yo. I mean, don't all liquids, or it's just not as like, is it like not as, it don't taste as bad or something?
Shit's just smooth, bro. Think of like smooth.
I've always heard that terminology, yo, like this. Like, usually people who take shots, like, oh, this liquor's smooth. But I don't know what makes a liquid rough. Like, what are they talking about, bro? Is it just
when
not...
that shit, like, hurts, bro?
Yeah, like, if it's
shit
just...
makes you, like, gag, bro. That's not smooth.
Yeah, I would imagine something like that. But then I think, like, all liquid... Huh?
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Fuck, he's back, dude. I love that.
No, I'm not playing MK, though.
What you doing on stream? Just chopping it up?
No, I'm graphic designer for my clothing brand right now.
Alright, that's cool. I fuck with that.
Yeah, bro, I'm, like, teaching myself how to do this shit.
That's cool, bro. Yeah, I'll catch up with you at the gym soon, dude. Life's been hitting fucking hard recently.
It's all good, man. That's how it be.
But, dude, I have been going, bro. I am back in the gym.
It's cool, bro. I mean, I believe you.
Alright, dude. I'm gonna catch up with you soon.
Alright, bet.
Alright, bro. Stay smooth.
Alright, bro. You too, bro. Stay smooth.
Alright, bro.
Alright, man.
Later.
Alright. I don't believe his ass. He not been in the gym. He lying in my face. It's all cool, though. Life be lifing, bro. That's very true. Lying in my fucking face, dude. I low-key just extended that shit. Was that smart? Cause now this looks overextended compared to this. But it could just be angles. Alright, I think I see the inherent problem. This needs to be more this way. This needs to be moved. No, just this. Yep. Did I just combine that bitch? Oh. I don't know if this is gonna look good zoomed out. Let me see. Hell fucking no, G. Can I delete individuals? Nice. Okay, I think what it is this is more square. And this looked like some Rumpelstiltskin round shit. So this needs to be like more on the head. But also, who says that this is the better version? I do. That's just cooler. My dog, what the fuck? My dog, what the fuck, bro? There we go. Okay. So I could get away with that, but nah. Why would this be rotated? No, 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 no. Okay, I see the problem. I see the inherent problem. The problem is, this isn't straight. But this is. That's what's really throwing this shit off. That's not what's throwing it off. It's definitely that arch. But also, though, I'm a perfectionist. And the fact that this is straight bothers me that this isn't straight. But I don't... Damn, I can't even delete that bitch, though. Oh, I can. Oh, okay, it's straight. All right, cool. But this also needs to get fixed though. You see how the learning process works, y'all? Going through this shit. I ain't know that I could make it straight. I thought I had to redo it. What's good, Yubs? What's good, friend? Oh my God. You know what I'd rather be doing right now, y'all? I can't tell y'all what I'd rather be doing, bro. I'd rather not be sitting in this chair. I'd rather be. What would I rather be doing right now if I could literally do anything, bro? This is why this shit needs to work, so I can do anything. So I could just be the main character, the main super villain of Earth. Nah, but why would I be a super villain though? You know, that's not a good message. I need to be like... Okay, hold on. I think... What do you think, Schmack? What do you think? That was a timer that I talked about for making food. Why is there two? Okay, let me see if I could just cheat and just siphon that bitch off of there. Damn. This is 100% gonna work and I'm a fucking genius. So now I can literally just steal. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let me see how this looks. Nothing was gonna satisfy me except a fucking replica, bro. Literally, it damn near had to be a replica. Now let me get rid of this little piece. Boom. This could low-key get combined. How does that look? Bro, that still looks shit. Wait, hold on. Voila. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's good. That's good. I like that. Now let me see. Bro, that was like some real perfectionist garbage I just did. Spent hella time on that shit. Okay, hold on. I need to go make some food. I need to stay regimented. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Brilliant. Brilliant, nigga. Brilliant. Brilliant. I like that. I can live with that. I can live with that. Okay. Okay. I need to go make some food. And then I'll come back and I'll eat my food on stream, watch a quick video, and then right back to work. Right back to work after that. Alright. Straight up. So, lock everything. Nothing can be moved now. Nothing can be edited. Lock it all down. Let me save this in case, you know, something crazy happen. All right, chat. I'm be hold on. Ooh. Alright, chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make me some to eat real quick. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all need to do. How long till you get on MK? Bro, I'm not even thinking about MK. Yeah, I'm not thinking about MK. I ain't even gonna lie. I want you to react to, bro, that shit out of here. Alright, y'all. A part of me debating on playing a little MK while I eat, but that's a distraction, low key, so I can't even do it. Maybe. When I get back, food might make me persuasive, so we gonna see what happens. But I'll be right back though. Y'all just stay tuned. Food might make me be persuaded. Correction. Bro, whoever this is, you're a fucking dork, bro. What's wrong with you? Alright, bro. Nigga spamming my shit. I always wonder, bro. Is that like a real person doing that? Or is that like a bot account just programmed to do that? Because if that's a real person, bro, you're just sorry, bro. But that's also happened to me too many times to envision a person. It gotta be some type of bot. It gotta be some type of bot. Alright. Alright, y'all. So. Alright. While I eat my food, I'm finna watch YouTube. What the fuck?
It's not the cops. I don't blame the cops for not wanting to be there anymore because his woke leadership are
Look, one ex-mafia boss versus cops. Michael Francis. I'm not really too versed on Michael Francis. I watched one other interview with him when he interviewed Andrew Tate, and I enjoyed that interview. So apparently this is like an ex-mafia boss. And like, you know, now he's a big podcaster. And y'all already know I subscribe to the podcast. So this is like my only other piece of content that I've been watching by him. So while I eat this food real quick, hey Siri, 20-minute timer.
20 minutes. Counting
I
down.
want to be done eating in 20 minutes, bro. Alright, I'm not gonna spend too much time. I'm not finna spend too much time watching this. I'm gonna bust this food down real quick. I gotta get back to work. Hold on, I think this is too loud.
A lot of
My shit. I look at them. Oh, wow. Swear to God. That's crazy as hell. This ain't happened to me in a minute.